Okay guys, welcome back for another episode brought to you by Bad Tabletop Gaming. This episode is going to be our Centurion Battle Report. I'm joined with Dan and Craig. We're going to be bringing you Suicide Mission, where the attacker is trying to get into the defender deployment zone. They score 1 point for every unit they can get in there. The defender is trying to destroy the attackers. They get 2 victory points for every unit they kill. The secondary points for this mission is 1 VP for every character you kill in combat in a challenge, and then 1 VP for every unit you kill in a sweeping advance. Just these guys know what the mission is. Just to kind of talk about it, Dan, what is your thoughts on the overall mission, and what's kind of your agenda here?
Well, really, you know, just walking up the board, really, and just trying to get into deployment. Try to lay down as much firepower as I can. That's really all about it for me. So, the mission's pretty simple. So,
straightforward.
Yeah.
Run and gun.
Yeah, pretty much.
Run and gun. And Craig, as defender, what's going to be your game plan here against the Might of the Iron Warriors?
Well, my game plan is simply to hold him off, keep him out of my deployment zone, and do as much damage to him before he gets anywhere near me. He does have some hard-hitting units, so I know it's going to be an uphill battle for me, but I'm going to try my best to get in there and stop him from getting in my deployment zone.
Awesome. Awesome. This mission will be a little bit unique. We've got the special boots on the ground battlefield effect in play, where all of Dan's units count as scoring, walkers, infantry, independent characters as well. So it should make for a close battle. I think it's going to be really cool, and I hope you guys enjoy it. We're going to start rolling into the armies now.
Starting with HQs, the Siegebreaker here has Cataphractii armor, Power Fist, Combi Melta. Second HQ here is the Master of Signals. His war gear is Artificer armor, Melta Bomb, Refractor Field. My heavy support slot here is a Siege Tyrant unit. Everything's just as is, so there's 1 Chain Fist, Power Fist on everyone else. Sergeant has a Combi Melta. In the first slot for my elites, we have a Mortis Contemptor here with dual carries assault cannons. My second elite choice is just the standard Contemptor with twin Volkite Culverins. My first troop choice is a squad of Tactical Marines. They're just bolters. The sergeant is upgraded with Artificer armor, Power Fist, and a Melta Bomb. Second troop choice here is a squad of bolter Marines. Sergeant is upgraded with Artificer armor and a Melta Bomb.
Starting with my Dark Angels HQ, he's a Praetor in Cataphractii armor. He's got a Paragon Blade, digital weapon, and I'm expecting big things from him. Moving on to my elites, I have 1 squad of Cataphractii Terminators. Sergeant has a Carbonite Warblade. The squad has 1 Chain Fist, 3 Power Fists, and 1 Heavy Flamer. For my elites, I have 2 Quarters Pattern Contemptor Dreadnoughts. They both have Carries Pattern Assault Cannons and Combi Bolter in their fists. Moving on to my fast attack choice, I have an Outrider squad. They are armed with Twin Link Plasma, and the sergeant has a Carbonite Warblade. Starting with my first troop choice, I have a 10-man tactical squad. They are armed with bolters, extra close combat weapons. The sergeant has a Carbonite Warblade, a combi weapon with a grenade launcher. My second troop choice is another 10-man tactical squad. These guys are armed with bolters, no extra close combat weapons. Sergeant again has a Carbonite Warblade, and a combi weapon with a grenade launcher.
So, Suicide Mission. Craig is acting as the defender with his Dark Angels Legion. And Dan is the attacker with the Iron Warriors Legion. In this mission, the defender goes first, unless the attacker can seize the initiative. And he'll do the roll-off now. Does not. And rolling to see if it is night fighting, which it is not.
It's bright as day.
Using Voidwalker, Dan has opted to deep strike these tactical marines, holding his Outrider bikes in reserve with outflank.
Okay, I'm moving my dreadnoughts up, catching on each other. This guy up. Marines are moving up just to get a better shot. The squad is moving forward as well. I'm going for an aggressive style of play. I'm ready. Terminators are also moving up. They're full 6 inches. Praetor is joining them and moving forward. Okay, so the twins are going to firing at the tactical squad in the back there. I'm going to start with this one. And he's going to fire his Carries Pattern Assault Cannon. 6 shots. Ooh, that was bad. Nope, that doesn't even hit either. Only 2 hits. Sorry. So, 2 wounds. You're getting cover saves.
My armor, 3+.
Horus, the second Horus Contemptor Dreadnought is firing at the same squad for 2 hits and 2 wounds.
2 armor saves. 1 fail, 1 pass.
Combi bolter in the wrist mounted combi bolter. It's going to fire. 2 hits and 1 wound.
Rolling that now. Save.
Okay, tactical squad is firing at the same squad as the Contemptors did. Only 4 can see or are within 24 inches. Okay, 3 hits. I'm looking for force to wound. 2 wounds.
Looking for that 3+. 1 dies.
Okay, this tactical squad is going to be firing at the tyrants in the background. 9 of them can see, 1 of them is out of range. 9 dice. Ooh, okay. 4 misses, so 5 hits. And 2 wounds.
Looking for that 2+. 2 fails. So he dies. Look out, sir. Look out, sir. 2 Terminators dead from bolters.
That was super effective. Okay, the Terminators are firing at the tyrants. Only 4 are within range of their combi bolters. Unfortunately, Praetor is not within range of anything he can see. So I get 4 shots. Twin linked. So 2 hits. And looking for force to wound. 1 wound.
Looking for that 2+. And it's good.
End of Dark Angels turn 1. Some firepower laid out against the Iron Warriors, killing several Tyrant Siege Terminators and some tactical Marines.
Mortars. Okay. Mortars Contemptors moving up just a squidge. Siege Tyrants moving up just a full 6 inches. Contemptor moving up. Tactical Marines just moving up to try and get more cover. Tactical Squad trying to run into cover. 2 inches. So this Contemptor is shooting both of its Volkite culverins into this unit on the ground there. They all hit. Now to wound. So that's not 7 wounds. Strength 6, AP 4, 5.
So that is 4, 5.
5 guys die. So I get 5 dice for the deflagrate. That's 3 more wounds you have to take.
Okay, I'm going to do a lookout, sir. So 1 goes through. The 1 on the sergeant. Sergeant's good. The other 2. Another 1 dies.
Master of Signals using his Cognus on the unit there, so they all become Ballistic Skill 5. I am starting with the Combi Bolters, so I'll roll the 3 for the Terminators first. So that's 3 hits. The 2 becomes a hit because of the Cognus. I'll roll the wounds now. So that's 2 wounds. I'll roll the Centurion's bolter first. Hits. Does a wound. Nope. So just 2 armor saves on those Tactical Marines.
Okay, 2 armor saves. 1 dies.
And
the Mortis Contemptor shooting at the Terminators over here and the Praetor. He does get 12 wonderful shots. He is Ballistic Skill 5, so he's hitting on 2s. So these 1s are fails. That's 8 successes. It is Strength 6, so I will get wounding on 2s. So that's a fail. So there's 2. Oh, fuck.
2 rending.
2 rending. And then 5 armor saves. You can take the armor saves first.
Okay, there are 5 armor saves. Okay. 3 guys.
That's revenge, baby. That's revenge.
That's what we call it, bad tabletop gaming.
Okay. And
2 Rens there.
The 2 Rens.
So Inbones.
Starting on him first because he's the closest. Good. And he dies. Leadership for the Terminators on the Praetors. They're good. This squad. They're good. And the squad up here. Everybody's good.
Rock solid. So turn 1 Iron Warriors is finished. A lot of firepower laid down against the Dark Angels, taking out several Terminators, a bunch of Tactical Marines, yet the Twins remained unscathed. All right, so turn 1 recap, boys. Craig, we'll start with you. How are you feeling after turn 1?
My dice were not on my side. That was some seriously bad tabletop gaming there. I was failing miserably. I couldn't make a save pretty much if my life depended on it.
Dan, how about you?
The beginning was a little dire. Losing those 2 siege tyrants was a little hard, but seeing that Contemptor take out half of his Terminators, or more than half, I'm a little back. I'm back on the high. So, but yeah, overall it was a good first turn for me. Now we'll get to see what happens in the second turn. So.
Yep. Okay, my turn 2 reserve roll for my Outriders. They're in. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 I pick. 5, 6 I pick. Right.
Okay, so turn 2, Craig's outflanking Outriders are coming out from the city outskirts here.
Okay. So I'm going to come in behind, like so. Bring all 3 of them behind. I'm going to double tap those Marines with the plasma. Okay. I'm going to move him up to here. He's going to be aiming for side armor. And he is going to move up to here so you can get those, possibly those turns, multiple targets. Okay, this tactical squad is going to move up behind the cover, stopping at the edge of the cover. Put a few guys ahead of the sergeant. Okay, Terminators are, what's left of them, are going to move up. Okay, the Outriders are going to fire at the tactical squad with their twin link plasma. Twin linked. So I'll have to make 1 save, 3 up, 1 guy dies, and 1 miss. Wounds, 2 up, 2 wounds.
My sergeant is the closest, so I am looking for a 4+. He passes the first one, second one, he passes as well.
Dan passed his lookout sir roll, killing 2 Marines.
Okay, Contemptor Course is going to be firing at the side armor of the Iron Warriors Contemptor Dreadnought. Rolling 6 dice. 3 misses. And side armor. Nothing. Okay, second Contemptor Cordis is firing at the Siege Terminators. 6 shots. 1 miss.
Okay. It's better than last time.
Yeah, it's better than last time. And looking for 2 6s are rending. So 4 saves and 1 rend.
What would you like me to take first?
The rend, please.
So I'll take the rend on the Centurion there. 4+. He's successful. 4 wounds. Looking for 2 pluses. All good.
Okay. The bolter in the fist is going to take its shot at the Terminators. 1 shot. It hits, and looking for a 4. That's a wound.
Armor save. He's good.
Okay, tactical squad up here is going to fire at the tactical squad on the ground. All 7 of them are within range. Looking for 3s. 2 misses. And 4s to wound. 2 wounds.
Looking for 2 armor saves. Both good.
Okay, tactical squad, the 4-man, what's left of that squad is going to fire at the Terminators. Okay, looking for 3s. 3 hits. And 4s.
1 2+. He's good.
Okay, Terminator squad is going to fire at the Terminators as well. I'm going to start by firing my stasis shell from my combi bolter. It's hitting this guy right here. So right now it's hitting 2. And on target. Okay, so the Dark Angel stasis shell, it's a strength 3 blast, 3 inch. It has stasis anomaly. All models in the unit are hit by 1 or more with this special weapon suffer -1 penalty to the weapon skill and initiative. Not really going to make a big thing, but we're going to see. So 2 guys were hit. Ooh, 1 wound.
1 2+ armor save. Good.
Okay, combi bolter from the sergeant is within rapid fire range. So he's going to get 2 shots. Twin linked. Nothing. 1 hit. Nothing for wounds.
So just a quick recap here. Iron Warriors do not suffer morale penalties from shooting. It's one of their special Legion rules.
Okay, so my Terminator and Praetor are going to try and assault the other Terminators. I need a 10-inch charge on 2 dice. Nope, not even close.
So the Iron Warriors Tactical Marines are going to see if they can come in deep strike.
They do. I'm trying to deep strike into the backfield. Scatters a full 12 inches. So I ended up scattering right into the center of that crater. I will be flowering everybody, and I will be taking Dangerous Terrain for everybody. Rolling for my 9 guys for Dangerous Terrain. 1 fail. I'll just roll that armor save right now. He's good. Now my sergeant. He's good. The Horus Contemptors moving up. He wants some of that action. Master signals he's going to stand still and to use his bombardment. Contemptors moving up just to get better line of fire. These guys are pretty angry about those plasmas, so they're going to turn around. Oh, Master Signal's going to be shooting at these Marines here. Blast marker going there. My assistant here, Craig's, helping me destroy his own units.
Yep, of course.
We'll go for the scatter.
Don't worry, my dice can do the work for you.
It does scatter a big distance. It did scatter a whole bunch, and it landed in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to be using my pistols because I do want to assault those bikes. So rolling 6. They all hit because Iron Warriors. Wounding right on 5s because of their toughness 5. 1 armor save, please.
There's got to be something left to charge, right?
I made it.
So the Contemptor here, he's going to shoot his 2 twin link Volkite Culverins into these Marines, trying to finish them off from last turn. So they all hit again. Looking for 2s to wound. 1 fail. Mirrored from last time.
So it's 2, 4, 7.
Yep. 7 armor saves, please.
I'll roll 7 dice. I lose 2.
With the deflagrate rule, I get 2 extra shots. So they both wound. Roll 2 armor saves, please.
Look out, sir. They both go through. And the squad's finished off.
Burned into dust.
Next is the Siege Tyrants and the Centurion there. They're going to be shooting their combi meltas first. They are out of the 6-inch range, so it's just 1 dice when we get to the penetrating roll. I am rolling them separately because the Centurion, the Siege Breaker, is at a ballistic skill 5. We'll start with him. He did fail. Now we're going to the Sergeant on a 3+. He does pass. Strength 8 against your armor 13, so I'm looking for 5s. That is a penetrating roll. You do get a 5+ invuln.
He makes it.
It's good. Now it's my missiles. There is 3, 2 shots each. Since the Master Signals left, they're all shooting at ballistic skill 4 now. So looking for 3s. 2 fails. This is also strength 8. So look for 5s. That's nothing. The Siege Breaker does give heavy weapons tank hunter. So I'll re-roll those. Nothing. Next is our Mortis Contemptor. He is going to be shooting at this HQ squad, trying to finish them off, because I don't want them charging into my Terminators there. Looking for 12 shots. Hitting on 2s. So these 1s are fail. Strength 6 with rending. So looking for 2s, 6s are rending. You can take the Rends first.
2 Rends.
Your sergeant is closest.
Yeah, he's the closest. He's good. And that leaves 6 wounds.
Yes, sir.
I'm just going to take it on the squads in general. And Sergeant dies.
Alright, so end of Iron Warrior shooting, some firepower laid down. We got a morale test here on the Praetor.
Oh!
He fails.
He fails.
How far does he run?
9 inches.
Tactical Marines are going to be assaulting those dirty bikes.
I'm going to...
On 2 die. Oh, you get your Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Twin linked.
Twin linked, yes.
1 hit.
Kills the guy.
Plasma burns.
Mm-hmm.
So on 2d6. Oh, they're in there. Terminators assaulting the Horus Contemptor there.
Okay, I'm going to roll my Overwatch. This is the Carrier's Counter Assault Cannon. Nothing. And the Combi Bolter. 1 hit. And nothing. Okay, you're looking for a 9-inch charge?
Mm-hmm. 6. No. He does have a sergeant in the spike squad, so I'm going to challenge you, buddy.
I am going to accept it.
Of course. Starting with initiative 4, I did charge, so I will roll first. The 4 Marines getting 2 attacks because of the charge. Hitting on 4s. That's a lot of fails. Not a wound. I need 5s because of his toughness. 1 armor save, buddy.
1 armor save. Fails.
Finds the weak spot.
Okay, I'm going to be attacking back. I've got 2 attacks with my bike because he has 2 close combat weapons and 1 base. He's hitting on 3s because he has a sword. 1 miss. And he's wounding on 4s. Nothing.
Starting with the challenge. So he does get to attack with his Callite Blade because he is faster than me.
Okay. So my special rule with my Dark Angels is as long as I have a sword, I'm hitting on 1 better than I normally would on anybody with a weapon skill equal to mine or less. So I'm hitting on 3s, and being that it's Calibanite Warblade, I'm going to be wounding on 3s. So to hit, and that sucked. And to wound, I need a 3. Nothing.
Now it's for the Mighty Fist to come swinging at initiative 1. I do get 3 attacks. He is a sergeant, so he gets his 2. I'm looking for 4s. I rolled 2 hits. I'm looking for 2s because it's strength 8. That's the unit, unless he has an invuln.
I do not.
Crushed.
So after defeating the Dark Angel bikes, I do get my movement on a d6. I can 5 inches.
Turn 2 recap. A lot of death on the board. Some bloody combat. Some scattered orbital bombardment. Deep strike going way off course. A Praetor fleeing from some shooting. Failed charges. And a squad that was burned by Volkites. We'll do a quick player recap here.
So that was actually a very good turn for Iron Warriors. Me taking out the bikes here was phenomenal. There's no plasma in my bomb now. Master Signal, he failed. Even though he's pointing right at them, he scattered it so far away.
Couldn't see it all.
This Dreadnought, he might be the MVP. Taking out that whole squad. This Mortis here, him taking out those Terminators. Yeah. He's doing a lot of damage too. I guess that's the the fluff of the Iron Warriors, right? Stand and shoot.
For me, in all honesty, my Praetor running like a chicken. Don't say anything about being Dark Angels. I'm going to be looking for some very key assaults next turn, especially from the twins. They're going to try and mess some Iron Warriors up. And yeah, I'm going to try and do as much damage as I possibly can this turn. This one is going after the other Horus Contemptor Dreadnought. And he knows the Terminators are there, but he has a better shot of hurting that guy than the Terminators. They have a chain fist. Okay, these guys are going to move so they can get some shots in of the Marines that deep struck in. Get as many as I can in. Okay.
Using the height advantage
For sure.
to get some firepower superiority going on.
Okay. Horus is firing at the Marines right there. Carries powder and assault cannon first. Nice. And 2 wounds, 2 wounds. Along with the combi bolter, it's within range, both hitting, needing 4 to wound for another wound, so 3 armor saves.
Looking for that. Oh, 2 failed.
The Contemptor Horus is firing into the other Contemptor Dreadnought. 6 shots from the carries power and assault cannon. 4 hits. I'm looking for 6s. Ooh, 2 6s. 2 Wrens. And those are D3 for glance in the pen.
Looking for 5+.
Should have rolled them separately. I'm going to get you to roll the penetrate first.
Goes through. The glance. He fails both.
Okay, the penetrating hit is
Immobilized.
okay. Tactical Marines are going to fire at the Tactical Marines at deep strike in. Only 5 guys can see. 2 guys cannot see at the angle they're at. So I am within rapid fire range. Only 10 dice. Ooh, finally. And looking for 4s to do some damage. And 3.
3 armor saves. 2 die.
Praetor is going to fire at them as well. He's using his bolter. He is snap firing, but he does have 2 shots for rapid fire. They miss. Okay, the Contemptor is going to try and assault these Tactical Marines.
I can't overwatch.
It's a 5-inch charge. Oh, I'm in.
You just did a backflip right in there.
So in.
So in. Contemptor is going into that one. It's a 2-inch charge.
I don't get to overwatch because it's strike 6.
And I'm in.
He also did a backflip in there.
Okay, going right into the assault, we've got the Contemptor into the Tactical Marines. Here's his Hammer of Wrath, needing a 2. He takes a wound. You want to make safe?
3+. He's good.
Okay, and because I used Rage, I've got 3 base attacks, plus 2 for charging, for a total of 5. Ooh. So 3 hits, and 2s to kill. They're dead.
That's the whole unit.
Okay, consolidation, 4 inches. Okay, a little Contemptor on Contemptor action here. I'm going to use my Hammer of Wrath to start off with. Okay, strength 7, nothing. Okay, for assaulting, I got 5 attacks as well because I had Rage. I am hitting his rear armor because he is immobilized. And I'm hitting on 4s. 4 hits. And I'm auto-penning on the back, so we're just seeing how much damage I do. So
I have 4 armor saves because I am a regular Contemptor. So looking for 6s. 2 saved, but 2 did fail.
okay.
Roll 2, your 2 dice, see what happens.
Wrecked.
Wreck Dread.
Mortis here, he's going to be moving up. He needs to go after that Praetor that he's been assaulting. Terminator's here, trying to get as close as I can for hugs. Keeping one back here. Trying to get as close as he can so that he can give them the Cognus, pointing right at that Contemptor. Tactical Marines are going to sit pretty. They're in a very comfortable position. this Mortis Contemptor. He's going after his prey. He needs to get rid of that scary Paragon Blade for my squishy Marines there. 12 shots, hitting on 2s.
That's a lot of 1s. I think it's not.
So it's strength 6, but with rending. So needing 2s. Those are fails. There is no rendings, but that is 7 armor saves, please.
7 saves. Looking for 2 or better because the cataphract die. Oh no!
Look at those bad dice.
And that is bad. Bye bye.
Are going to be shooting back at those dirty Dark Angels there. They will be Fury of the Legion. I am shooting twice. I'm just going to roll a 32 all at once. So looking for 3s. Ended up with 20 hits. Now I'm going to roll for wounds, needing 4s. Ended up with 9 wounds here. So please take 9 armor saves, Craig.
9 armor saves. Looking for 3s. 1. I'll take that.
Nice.
Jankies, man. Siege Tyrants assaulting this Contemptor, trying to get revenge for killing the other Contemptor.
I'm going to Overwatch. Carries Pattern Assault Cannon first. Nothing. And then the Combi Bolter. 1 hit. And nothing.
Charging. Needing pretty much a 1. And they're in with a 9.
Backflips. Okay, so I'm going first because my Contemptor is faster. He's got 3 attacks base. And he whiffs it.
Alright. My turn at initiative 1. I'm just going to start with the glory of the Siegebreaker. Because he does get Tank Hunter on his fists. And he is also weapon skill 5, so needing 3s to hit. 2 misses. Strength 8 against your armor 13, so needing 5s. 1 pen. I will re-roll this one for Tank Hunter. So nothing. You do take a pen. You don't get your save for being a Cordis. Let's check the result. It's a immobilized. At the same initiative, Chain Fist is going next. He's revving up that engine. Needing 4s because of weapon skill 4. Hitting twice. It is Armor Bane, so I'll roll twice. That is a pen. Second roll. That is a pen. However, or awesomely, check the results. It does explode, so he will do casual damage against me.
So Contemptor is going to blow up. First off, his regular blowing up. So it's 3 inches plus D3 for being a Cordis. And so it's 4 inches. So that's going to hit everyone. Okay. 2 hits.
2 wounds.
Yep.
2 armor saves. Both good.
Okay.
Now his Contemptor's out of the way. I'm free to walk. So here's my consolidation. 5 inches.
Turn 3 recap. There's a lot of death on the board. Some bloody assaults. Cordis Contemptor got destroyed. The regular Contemptor Dreadnought got handed with fist to the face. Praetor ended up getting gunned down. And the Marines had a Marine Bolter fight. Okay, so end of turn 3 recap. Dan, if you want to lead us in.
It's looking like an Iron Warriors victory right now. You know, my Contemptor taking out that Praetor, letting me leave my units in there that are scoring. The Contemptor taken out. It's not looking good. And Craig's dice are just been miserable.
They're bad.
They're
bad.
Just miserable.
They're bad. Yeah, losing that Praetor just, wow. I mean, I whiffed those dice pretty bad. It's not completely over yet. I'm going to do my best to keep it tight and keep it close. It may be a walk away. I don't know yet. We'll see. My tactical marines are going to move up just so the rest of them can see the tactical squad down below. So they're just going to move up. They're definitely within 6 inches. So it's just keeping it tight and keeping it to the point. Okay, the Contemptor Horus is going to annihilate this guy. And he's just going to come in behind. Hello. 1 inch away. Starting off my shooting, I'm going to shoot my Dark Angels tactical squad at the Iron Warriors tactical squad hunkered down in the crater. They can all see they are rapid firing, so they get 12 shots. Couple ones, a couple twos. Not bad, not bad. And 4 wounds. 2, 3. So it looks like 5 wounds.
5 armor saves. I failed 3. My sergeant
Is the closest.
He is the closest, so I will take a lookout sirs on 4+, because he's a character, and he passes all of them. So just these 3 schlubs.
Schlubbing it away. Moving on to the assault phase, that Master Signal needs to die, so I'm going to try and charge him. I need a 1, and I'm in. To assault, I get my Hammer of Wrath attack, and he's wounded.
On a 2+, he's good.
He's good. Okay, assaulting, I get 4 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Ooh. Okay, and looking on 2s, 2 wounds.
5+ for the refractor.
Oh,
And
dead.
Crushed.
He dies like a little girl.
Crushed. I'm going to consolidate for 2 inches.
Mortis. Oh, yeah, Mortis is moving up 6 inches. The Siege Breaker is leaving the squad. He's going to be moving here. The Tyrants here are moving within his deployment zone. Going for that run, need to get into that deployment zone. Getting a 2, which is not enough. Siege Tyrants are shooting next. They're going to be shooting at the Horus over there. I will be giving you cover because I am within, I am being blocked by the pillars there. Look, I got 6 dice. There's no bonuses this time because there's no special characters with them. So 5 of them hit. It is on your front armor, so looking for 5s to glance. So 2 pens. Take your 4+ cover save, please.
4+ cover. 1 goes through.
1 goes through. Result on the chart, a weapon destroyed. 1, 2, 3, right arm. 4, 5, 6 on the left arm. So the left arm is gone. He's
Okay, so turn 4 recap. It's getting down to the nitty gritty. The Terminators are trying to position themselves to score. The Mortis is moving closer to the deployment zone to score. Taking some pot shots, damaging the Horus Contemptor slightly. The Dark Angel Marines are unscathed on top because nothing fired at them, and the Tactical Marines in the crater are Fury, so they cannot shoot. Okay, boys, so turn 4 recap. It's, like I said, getting down to the last little bit here. Craig, we'll start with you. What are your thoughts?
Killing the Master of the Signal was great. Giving me some victory points. It is getting really close. I don't have much to really hurt his army right now. Losing the Carrie's Pattern Assault Cannon, that's rough, but I'm going to make the best of it. I'm going to do as much damage as I can this turn and stop him from getting victory points this turn.
For me, really, it's just trying to get into that, staying in that deployment zone and just hunkering down until the end of the game. That's about all I can do for the end of the game. So
Nice.
Okay, Dark Angel's movement is going to be a fairly short one. The Contemptor Mortis is going to move up, bringing him to here, and he's looking at that parade or that Centurion.
There he is.
Okay, so Tactical Marines are going to be firing at Tactical Marines. I am Fury Legion. So with this, I've got 12 shots, and then I'm going to roll another 12 shots. So first set, looking for 3s. Okay, so 10 so far. Next volley. So, okay, 17 hits. I'm looking for wounds on 4. Okay, so I got 10 wounds. Dan's going to take his saves.
Starting with the sergeant in the front, he's going to be using his artificer armor. Sadly, I do have to roll these one at a time until he fails. He does fail, so now just 8 shots, normal armor saves, which they all but won.
Too bad.
Holding out till the end.
My Contemptor is going to use the only weapon he has left for shooting. He's going to shoot at the Centurion. He's got 2 shots. They both hit, and he's looking for force. 1.
One armor save, he's good.
Okay, my Contemptor Horus is going to try and assault the Centurion.
I can't overwatch because of Cataphractii armor.
So I need a 10-inch charge. You ready for this?
Ooh!
I think you should fleet that.
No, that's okay. Okay, I did charge through terrain. I don't have grenades, so we are going simultaneous. We're going to start rolling some dice. Okay, so I get 4 attacks. I'm looking for 4s. I get 1. 1's enough. And I need a 2. And that's a wound.
I'll roll my invuln right now, looking for a 4+. He is dead, but I do get to fight back. I do hit on 3s. That's 2 hits. I do have Tank Hunter because I'm a Siege Breaker. So looking for 5s. Both of those fail, so reroll for Tank Hunter. So 1 pen. You do not get a save because you're a Cordis.
Yep.
For the result, a 1, so he's just shaken.
Solidation move for my Dread. 2 inches.
Cordis, the Mortis is going to move up and pivot so that he is targeting that Contemptor there. Siege Tyrants, moving back into the deployment. Trying to stay in coherency. Mortis Contemptor shooting the back of that Cordis Contemptor there. I am getting 12 shots. Looking for 2s. 2 fails. Strength 6. So looking for 4s because his armor 10 on the back. So 4 glances and 1 pen. Unfortunately, he does not get a invuln. So he's just a wreck.
Dead.
The Marines here are not going to bother shooting. They're just going to flip the bird off at these Tactical Marines. These Terminators were just there for scoring, and maybe if that Mortis didn't kill it, and that's about it.
Okay, so end of turn 5. Lots of death. The game is not continuing, and it looks like the Cordis was shot down by the Mortis Contemptor, and the Marines kind of just had a stare off at each other. These Terminators, unable to fire at the Marines, just kind of hung out, chilled. And we'll have a recap with our players. Okay, boys, so turn 5 recap. That's the game end. It was looking pretty hairy there in the beginning for Craig, but he managed to get some key kills. And it worked out to a tie, 8-8, counting up all the objectives. Just final thoughts on the game, guys. We'll start with Dan.
Well, good game.
Yeah, good game. Great game, yeah.
You know, it did look like it was going to be an Iron Warriors win there in the middle there. But Craig getting those dreadnoughts coming around and taking out key things, it really helped. And that 10-inch charge to kill my character.
Yeah, that's what tied the game.
Yeah. So
it would have been 5-3 or 5-8.
But it was a good game all in all.
Yeah, this was a great game. I really clawed it back. My dice were not with me.
They were terrible.
They were terrible. Like the Praetor, like I mean, he just got mulched from the Carries Power and Assault Cannon, and it was just normal armor saves.
You think Luther affected them?
Luther had some dirty, sneaky hands in there.
Are you just gonna blow him up? Blow him up?
I'm gonna blow the whole planet up. The whole planet's getting annihilated.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed the Centurion.